Hey guys, welcome to Crypto Trends. This is the 7-day outlook and trend analysis for the top RH core assets on Pulse Chain. So basically, we're looking at, the main pair is PLS versus DAI, and I've got some good news to report because we have the last report or the last message I sent through to you. I didn't really do much of a report. I've been just sort of saying to you, hang on to DAI, hang 100%. As you can see here, we've got an allocation of 100% to DAI. And then basically in this report we're going to go in and see if that's changed, and it looks as though it has. So we've actually got Pulse DAI. Now if you stick around to the end of this, I'm going to show you the 7-day trend, and then I'm also going to show you the 1-day trend as well, and see if any of those are correlated. So we'll have a look at that too. So basically, so Pulse, we're actually we want to hold Pulse. Fantastic. So some Pulse is going into our portfolio this week, and considering Pulse is beating DAI, we're not going to look at the DAI pairs. We're going to look at the PLS paired assets to see how they compare to PLS. Now, if any one of these is beating PLS, I would actually just give a 15% allocation to it. So it basically allows, like, I can have a portfolio with PLS and say 15% in each of these, and basically it splits out the portfolio quite nicely between what's already winning against DAI and moving up or trending up, and then lacing in these like 15% of any of these ones that are performing as well. So let's get in there and take a look and see. Now these ones I'm not worried about. So basically this one I'm marking it as green. That's green for go, and that is a buy. So we'll be buying that this week, and then comparing that over here, we're going to go straight down to the PLS pairs, and look at that. That's amazing. Oh, look what we got. Okay, let's get in there, move these closer. Alright. So I have got a brand new buy candle. This one just closed, and it closed green. And we also, within this new candle here, we've actually got a buy signal. Okay, so the buy signal is based upon a smooth Heikin-Ashi delayed signal indicator. And I changed the settings on it. So it's out of the box, it comes with a 10 and 10 setting. Just so you know. So EMA length is usually 10, and smoothing length is usually 10 too. I come in here and I deselect this because it's too busy. I just want the sell and buy, so I just get those done. So basically that's a clear buy. So basically that would be a buy. We're going to be adding 15% of our PLS. We're 100% PLS, and out of that 100%, we're going to add 15% to PLSX today. And let's go check out Ink. Ink, we've got a buy. Just go further away. So yeah, Ink, we've got a buy here as well. So we'll be allocating 15% to that. So 15% to PLSX, 15% to Ink. So I'll mark that as a buy. And then let's check out Hex. Hex. No bueno. Hex is lagging behind a bit. Let's have a look at these indicators. Just bring them up. Here we go. Just getting lost a bit over here. Okay, so yeah, Hex is. Let's look and see how we're going to follow that down. So that's basically where we started. So we'll be in a short. I would have said short right here, which I did. And then I got an indicator straight after it as soon as that candle closed, and we missed that 55% or whatever drop. Let's have a look. Not to relive it, but sorry guys. Yeah, 68% drop. Wick already, wick and retrace. But yeah, so it's sort of. I would be just changing to Heikin-Ashi candles, and basically the way I would have traced that down each week is basically, if I was shorting it, is to get to here basically. So I would still be, I'd have that as a short, the stop loss. So that's compared to PLS, it is 0.01702 is the stop loss, and I would actually be remain short on that position. So I'll get in there and go short, bang, and then basically, yeah, if you can't short it, then I would probably just leave that allocation in wrap PLS. Working out the split is pretty easy. I'm just going to come in here and just tell you what it is straight away. Okay, so first of all, this is 0, and let's start off with, we're going to front load our portfolio with wrap PLS, right? The only things out of here that we want to obviously not die, because that's not winning. Out of these ones is the ones we went through here, and we're going to add 15% to each of those. We're not going to add hex. So PLSX, we're going to add 15%, and then ink, we're going to add 15%, and then basically that's it. And then we've got to take obviously 30% out of this, because that's where it comes from. And then we've got our allocation. So this is basically your allocation for these assets compared to the die pairs and the PLS pairs. For between now and next week is to hold 70% in wrap PLS. You would hold 15% in PLSX. You would hold 15% in ink, and you wouldn't actually hold a positive position in hex. If you wanted to, you could actually find a way to short it, but I would probably just not hold it at all. I would hold PLS, because it's actually performing. It's actually up to 2% on the day. Let's see how it's been performing. I'll just go back to a normal candle, and we can sort of see it started off down there. It's bounced up to there, and it's let's say 14 days in the last 14 days, 19%. That's deserving of a change in trend, and sure enough, it's printed out on the chart. So that is the RH core coins, and that's it. Now, as a special request, like stop, you can bounce, you can leave me right here, and I'll see you next week. If there's any changes, I pretty much won't change anything until the next candle, this next candle print on all these. Now, I'm going to go in and do a little bit of technical analysis on TGC, X, UFO, PDI, and P wrapped BTC. So just by popular request. Right, so let's get in here. Okay, so I'm going to look at the weekly. Before I just carry on, I do want to, not to say that everyone's trading these, but I do want to just come in here, and the ones that we've allocated here, I just wanted to change it down to a daily chart. Okay, and basically have a look here exactly where I would place. Let me just see if I think I had another something to mark it with here. Let's go with this. No, it's disappeared. Okay, no, that's okay. I'm looking for my blue, my blue 1 day. Let's go in here and just do it this way. What I want to do just before I go into the smaller pairs on the P pairs is I'm going to go through and just do a daily. Not to say that anyone's really trading this daily, but let's whack this on the chart. There you go. It's even blue. There you go. Let's go in here and just get the settings and go. Okay, so that's a 1 day stop loss. Okay, so I wanted to give you also an idea of if you are trading these coins on a daily basis. So obviously the 7 days obviously are quite nice if you wanted to check it on once a week and have a longer term trend. And I just wanted to give you like today, what is the trend today, and I'll do the daily trend once a week sort of thing. So so basically the way this works out is, let me just copy this. And essentially we would come in here. This is the last closed candle. We actually would be along. So let me just unflag all symbols in the system. Okay, so basically again we've got another positive on PLS versus die. So basically that would be the trend. Looking at the candles here, yeah, we've got some momentum coming up here, and sort of pretty nice block candles. The only one there is a bit of a wick above this one, without much of anything there. But then straight after it, we've actually filled out this in the last, I want to say, 8 hours. So if that continues strongly, we do have a buy indicator here. So if you are trading PLS, That's probably looking good to hold a position. I would have a stop loss level at 0.00044896. That would invalidate this trade. And then what was the other ones? The other ones were down here, weren't they? So let me just have a look over here. We do have. I am opening up the die pairs as well because we are looking at the daily. So let me just put this onto the chart. So today's date. Oh, actually, that's not one. I would be short. I wouldn't be bullish on the daily here on PLSX and die versus die. That would be a red. And in relation to ink versus die, you could be convincing me to be long on the daily, and hex die. You would convince me to be too long, and I've actually got compliments of an actual buy, a long buy indicator there too as well. Let's see what the actual real candles are doing. Yeah, that's just marching up. It looks quite nice. That's all right. So that's a buy as well. And then PLSX versus PLS. We have a you would be long on that. That's no problem. Stop loss level is 403197. That would be a buy. Ink. Yeah, you would be a buy on the daily. I would have a stop loss at 1.7926 on PLSX versus PLS. Ink versus PLS. Whoops, let me just change it to that. Oh, hang on. I've already gone through this, have I? Oh no, it just grabbed onto it. Exactly the right spot. So I'm long. Yeah, I'll be long ink versus wrap PLS. So that's another green, and the stop loss level would be 1.7926. Hex versus PLS, that would be long. Whoops, I've already got the thing here. So yeah, that'll be long, and the stop loss level will be 0.013321. That would be green. So away we go. So that's basically we'd be on the daily as well. So yeah, that's basically how it works out. Now, if you recall, the things that were bullish, none of these were. So that none of those line up between the weekly to the daily. But in relation to these ones, everyone except for Hex lines up, but doesn't line up on the weekly. So these are your champions: PLSX, Ink, and Wrap PLS as a summary. So those are the things that are on the weekly and the daily. Both are flashing green. So you got some confluence there and confidence to if you're sort of thinking of what you're stacking up. I know a lot of you are stacking away and DCAing. There you go. That can change. It can change from week to week. But I'll be back with another openly free vlog telling you if anything's changed and to see if these stop loss levels have been hit. So as we went through, if you wanted to have a look at what the things we're holding, you can see the stop loss level on PLSX Ink. There's a stop loss level there in the blue. So you can pause in the video if you need to go back and see. There's a stop loss level there at 404896. So yeah, take note of them. Hold those tokens. The proportions you're holding them in, as I've said, 70% Wrap PLS, 15% PLSX, and Ink is 15%. And at the moment, I'm not holding or accumulating Hex until such time as it starts performing. Now, again, this is a 7-day trend, so obviously in the daily, like today, it's actually performing okay, but just on the on the 7-day, that's what it looks like. So it looks like it could be turning around. Have a look at the normal candles. It does look like it is sort of looking like it's trying to round. I mean, if this continues on through, we might get a breakout here, and then basically by next week, I'll be saying, hey, let's buy Hex. But let's buy it down here when it's already bouncing and sort of committing, getting above this previous resistance and support level. You know, there's a lot of volume, there's a lot of trading that went on there, so let's get up and above that, and have some closes up here, and then we can ride it up. If it's going up, great. If not, then you know, we don't want to be stuck in a situation where we're getting lower lows, bouncing in lower lows or anything like that. Imagine if you had a bounce here, that would be a second, it would be a right shoulder of a head and shoulder. So yeah, let's just wait on that before we jump in. So that's why I'm staying out of hex. Anyway, that was it for that. Now the last thing, and this is by popular request, I've got a couple of people that they want to have a look at the weekly trends on TGC, X, UFO, and PDI, and P Wrap BTC. So I'm going to pull those charts up now, and essentially I'm going to go just weekly, right? So as I go through here, I'll just bring them up, and I'll just go one at a time. So number one is firstly we're going to go BTC. And look at how the price is going. Okay, so it's actually not going too bad. And if I go into, I'm in the weekly, and I just want to change to Heikin-Ashi, and this is basically how I do it. So I'll grab the last closed candle, which is here, and I'll look at it. If you zoom out, that's what it looks like. And as I come in, I can sort of see that. You know, we do have that trend, and we do have a bit of a breakout too. So let me just do this, just a little tiny bit of CA, but just let's get these bodies. Yeah, here we go. Just want to get these bodies. Come here. You know, we apart from those spikes, we've got some bodies. We've got this poking out, and we've had a retrace, and then now what we're doing is we're going up again. Based upon this, and let me just see if I can just load this there, bring it down. So you know, we are sort of like within this sort of this channel, poking out the top, and we've actually got an uptrend here started. So, and that's on a weekly, and we've got it with. There's a lot of volume there, and the volume is increasing here. So there's a lot of volume coming in. Yeah, so I'll be a buyer of Wrap BTC, P Wrap BTC, and I would have a stop loss level. You know, that would invalidate that trade at 702.33 cents on a weekly scale. If you want to break it down to daily, I'll flash it there just for a second. I would be looking at yesterday's candle closed at a good level. If you are trading smaller time frames, this is only if you're trading smaller time frames. I would actually have a stop loss at 9.57 and 42 cents, and I would just ride that up. There's no reason to have it, you know, at the stop loss up here and ride it close, because there's no wicks below this Heikin-Ashi, these green Heikin-Ashis here. Usually when there's price instability, you'll actually see a wick down below. You'll see a wick down below. This has got no hesitation, so I would let that ride out. And then when you start getting this, and when you get a wick, then you bring your stop loss up. So again, I'll report on this next week if you guys are interested. Just give me a shout out in the comments, just to say, hey, yeah, do this again, and I'll include this next week. It takes two seconds for me to do. So let's get back to weekly, and we'll shift to the next asset, which is number 2. So number 2 is X. Okay, so X is doing very, very well. So on a weekly, we've got the last weekly candle just closed 2 days ago. Was it 2? Yeah, it's a couple of days ago, 48 hours ago. So that's the close from there, and that's been going up strong. There's no hesitation and no in the price. I would be long that, and my stop loss would be 0.5197. Sorry, yeah, 0.5197. That's where I put it on a weekly, and I'd leave that for the week, and that would be the only level that would invalidate that trade. Going down to the daily, I would have looked at this as this is the last closing candle. If I'd only just jumped in, I'm assuming like someone would have just jumped in. This is such a clean clean chart. There's hardly any wicks. Back here there's a few, but there's hardly any wicks here. So I would actually want to just really look at it closely as you're doing it. Just see if there's anything small. But at the moment there's nothing. It's just like straight clear up. So yeah. So I'm liking the looks of that. So yeah, I'll be long on a daily time frame. I would have a stop loss at 0.7238 on that one. Beg your pardon, I was actually on normal candles. That's the entry. If you did just enter, 0.68. Beg your pardon, is on the daily. I'll just double check the weekly as well, just make sure I told you the right thing. On the weekly, it would be, around about 0.33. Sorry, this is the last candle. If you jumped in at the start of that pivot, or you grab that bottom, it'd be 0.3367. That's ideally the best spot. Or probably just wait until we have a retrace and then maybe jump in on that. But if you just jumped in because of this bullish sort of pattern here, then 0.4287 would invalidate that. But it is a long on the weekly, and on the daily, as I said, if you just jumped in after that closing candle from yesterday, that'll be 0.6874. There's no hesitation, so that's looking like it's going to go straight up. If you jumped in from the recent low, which would have been that point there, obviously, there would be 0.66115. You adjusted to wherever you jumped in, but I would probably have it there. I wouldn't have any stop loss for any further back because there is a wick there. So basically, you want the closest wick to where the price action is right now, and that way we trail it up and obviously lock in your profits as you go, which is always nice. So basically, from there, that was number 2, wasn't it? So TGC, the grey's currency. Okay, well, we get weekly, and we've got Fibonacci candles there. So sorry, I was using the blue, but you understood that to be weekly, as I said it. So after last week's candle close here, the stop loss level will be 0.00030, 3597. I'll be pretty confident to hang on to that without bringing the stop loss any closer. Price is looking like it's going good. There's some good volumes coming in. And then basically, as these green candles do actually form, as they do form each week, on the Fibonacci, I would just be looking for just a little bit of a wick like this, up here. If I do, then I'd start trailing my stop up, and I would be just stay long with this at the minute, and go breaking down. If you are trading in the smaller time frames like the daily, if I was trailing this up, I would have gone up to here. I would have been knocked out here and re-entered here on that last green candle close. So that basically would be my daily. Come here. Alright, that would be my daily. I don't really have to use that colour, but you know what I mean. My daily entry would be the blue, and that would be it there. So it would be 0.305357. And then again, I would look for hesitation with a wick below. There is nothing at the moment, so that's going up. Volume appears to be sort of like on the higher side in through the middle of these candles. Tapering off just a little bit here, but like this hasn't finished yet. So imagine that's not there, and we're looking at that. So it's not massive volume, but as soon as you have it move, you'll see the volume coming. So yes, so that's it for TGC. What else we got? That was number 3, I think. Okay, now PDI. All right, PDI on the weekly and Fibonacci. Let's have a look. So on a weekly scale, we are short. Sorry guys. Big groan all at once. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So yeah, so I wouldn't get into that at the moment. It looks as though it's sort of rounding out a little bit, and I'll just give you throw you a bit of a bone. We'll look at the daily. Okay, on the daily, let me just get in here a little bit. Jeez, get my little daily. There we go. And now I've got that. Now on the daily, there is a green. So basically, we've got a green candle formed here that just closed, which is bullish. And the today's 24-hour period candle here is there's no wick below it, so you'd actually be a long entry on the daily. But again, open up the charts tomorrow if you're going to look at the daily time frame, and you've got to just check it. Alright, all the weekly stuff I'm telling you, you can check once a week, or just when my reports come out, I'll update you. If again you just confirm for me this is the sort of stuff you want to see, I'll do the same stuff again, and then. Yeah, if there's any hesitation, I'll trail the stop up and I'll tell you to move your stop or get out or whatever it might be. But at the moment, that's the call. Daily bullish buy, hold it, get out of it. What would invalidate this is 0.01371. So that's basically that in a nutshell. And then we've got UFO. UFO, let's go to Heikin-Ashi and let's go weekly. Okay. UFO, I just got to pull it back a little bit so to get this to pop up. Okay. So we're looking at. Let me just paste one of these here. Okay. I know this says 1 day stop loss, but just imagine it's a weekly. So we're on the weekly chart. So yeah, it's a buy. So UFO is a buy. That's bullish, and there's no pricing decision here as we're entering a new week. This has been going for 2 days now this week, and there's no bottom wick, so I'd be long here between now and next week. Absolutely, and I have a stop loss of 403770, and I'll change it down to daily to see how we look on a daily time frame. Obviously, here was the recent low. I would have, if I was trading it from here, I would have gone from here to here. I would have started here on this. I would actually have started here. I know this sounds like I'm bragging or exaggerating. This is how these candles work. I would have started there, and then basically I would have come up to here and made 77% in 11 days. Okay, so this is what the potential is, and I would have gone from there to there, so locked in the profit from there to there, and then the next time I would have gone moved my stop loss up would be up here. So basically, I would have gone to there, and then I would have let this red candle knock me out, or just give me an alert, set up an alert, so to let's say, hey, get out. And then I would have waited to this green candle here before I jump back in, which is yesterday's candle just closed. So if you've been waiting to see when to get back in, now is the day. So this is the daily, this is the day, get in, and then follow it. And by tomorrow, just see how this candle closes. Make sure there's no wicks. If there is, just move it up to below that wick, and then just trail your stop up. And that's exactly the sort of moves you can get by doing that. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed. That's basically how I use the Heikin-Ashi candles, even without trading view and my indicator. My indicator on there is just really confluence. As you can see, I've just got a set way. I've been doing this for a couple of years, and it just it is actually quite easy. Because I don't even actually have my volume on the charts. I don't have to watch any news. Of course, I have biases, but I try not to listen to too much out there. And just basically, it's technical price and trend on the chart. So that's it. So that's it. I won't take any longer. I will take any more of your time, and I will see you next week. Make sure to hit me up in the comments and let me know if you want the P tokens included on top of the RH tokens. If there's some interest there, let me know. And thanks again, and I'll catch you in the next one.